Hey you guys, what's going on? First, I do want to apologize for my screen and the quality of the camera. I just can't afford a good camera yet, and I'm actually using my iPhone 6, so I'm surprised that it comes up the way it does, because it looks good like on my phone and when I'm recording and even when I'm editing, but for some reason when I post it, it just like doesn't look good. So I do apologize, and I will get a camera as soon as I can, but I'm too broke for that right now. So a lot of you guys have asked me for a basic nutrition video, and I think that's really important because I think a lot of us who are heavily into fitness and do our own research and are like kind of used to this lifestyle forget that go back to the basics. So this is a video of straight basics for nutrition. First, I want to talk about what's called your macros, and your macros are your proteins, your fats, and your carbs. Those are, the three things you need to concentrate on getting in your diet the most. No, eating fat does not make you fat necessarily. It's a word that kind of freaks people out sometimes, but there are a lot of good fats out there, omega-3s, omega-6s, and they're really, really good for you, and you need them in your body, and they're not going to make you fat unless you overdo it, just like much of everything else, in life. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is your proteins. So protein, whether you're a carnivore like I am, I love my meat, or you're a vegetarian, a pescatarian, vegan, whatever, there are a ton of different sources out there for you to get your protein in. Typically, you should really, if you're a meat eater, you should concentrate on eating lean meats such as chicken and turkey, and fish is like incredible for you. I do hate fish, so I don't eat it very often, but I try to eat it when I can because it is so good for you. And for people that don't eat meat, there are a ton of other options. There's beans, there's lentils, which have a ton of protein in them. You guys always see me posting and talking about chickpeas. They're wonderful for you. There's tofu, which is great. There's a ton of different consistencies for tofu, and you kind of just have to figure out which one's right for you. You can mix them in shakes. You can cook them in 100 different ways. There's just so many things you can do with tofu, but make sure you're getting enough protein in, because it's extremely, extremely important for you, for all your bodily functions to be, going the right way, for building muscle, just for feeling full, for being full. Your body needs protein. How much protein? It depends on a few different factors. How much you do work out, your body index, your height, your weight, your gender. There's a ton of things. I try to eat at least 22 to 25 grams of protein per meal, and I have 6 meals a day, so I'm eating around 150 grams of protein per day. Next, we're going to talk about the C word, carbs. Carbs really scare people, but they're not bad, and they're delicious. But there are two types of carbs. There's simple carbs and complex carbs. Simple carbs are the ones you want to stay away from. They're your white breads, your processed foods, your white rice. It's all those things that the way they synthesize and metabolize in your body, they're what's going to make you fat. And then there's complex carbs. It's hard to say. Complex carbs. And they're really, really good for you in moderation. So brown rice, quinoa, and those digest very differently in your body. So they have a lot of, brown rice has a ton of fiber in it. So it's going to fill you up faster, and it's going to take longer to digest, which is good because it gives you longer lasting energy. So the next thing we're going to talk about is fats. Fats are good for you, but also, again, in moderation. You're going to hear me say in moderation like 100 times because it's so true. Fats that are good for you are, fish, nuts, seeds, oils. Not all oils, though. There's Coconut oil is really good, and you can use it for baking. You can use it for, you know, cooking, and flax oil, olive oil, like all those things are really good. Flax seeds, even you can just throw them in some of your shakes. Hemp seeds, and it adds a ton of those omega-3s and omega-6s that your body needs. Fruits and veggies, the almighty of vitamins and minerals. Veggies, go ahead. They're freebies. They're fantastic for you. Broil them, bake them, grill them. Do not fry them. That takes away all the benefits of actually eating them. On the other hand, there's a lot of misconceptions about fruit. Fruit is very good for you. There's a ton of things in it that are so good for different functions in your body, but you can overdo it with fruit, because even though it's better for you and it has you know, natural sugars in it, they still are sugars. And sugar is just, I can't even explain to you guys how bad sugar is. It's actually addicting, super, super addicting. So fruits you kind of want to limit, but I mean, if you're going to go out and eat a candy bar, eat an apple instead. You know, and to vary your fruits up, don't just eat, you know, apples, oranges, bananas. Like, get some kiwi, get some mango, some pineapple, some berries. Berries are like the MVP of the fruits. They are super good for you. They're, you know, lower in calories, lower in sugar, and they have a ton of benefits. Blueberries, raspberries, not necessarily strawberries. What's the other one? Blackberries. They're awesome. With swapping ingredients in baking, I mean, you guys know that I bake, and everything I bake, for the most part, almost always, is refined sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free. I am super lactose intolerant, so that's why it's dairy-free. For dairy in general, it's not the best for you. Do not eat cheese. Cheese is the worst thing. I know, it's so delicious. It's so bad for you. The average person who stops eating cheese for an entire year loses 30 pounds just from cutting out cheese and changing nothing else. Sorry, that's a bug. So I don't really eat yogurt, but when I used to, I would put coconut nectar in it, which is a natural sweetener. You could, you know, do whatever with it. You can put honey in it too. I just don't really like honey because I think it overpowers the flavor of things, so that's why I like to use coconut nectar. But when you're using that, you can mix with cocoa powder and make it chocolate and put, you know, sugar-free chocolate chips in it, or berries in it. You can do so many things with it, but don't buy the ones with the fruit at the bottom. They're super processed. There's a ton of added sugar in them, so don't eat all that, you know, Activa or whatever. Just get Greek yogurt, plain, and put in the sweeteners yourself. Stevia is also great. You can buy that pretty much at any grocery store now. It's pretty crazy. And, you know, stevia is a sweetener that's derived from a plant, so it's natural as well, and it's not refined at all, and it's not good for you, but it's a better sweetener than, you know, white sugar. I really wanted to finish this whole video at once, but I actually have a photo shoot I'm going to, and I have to head out now. So I'll check back in with you guys soon and keep talking to you guys about, you know, this basic nutrition and swapping different ingredients. I'll even get my recipe books out, the one I'm writing that I'm almost done. So I'll have an ebook out soon, and as well as other recipe books I follow. And I actually bought I love chocolate, and I bought a Hershey's chocolate recipe book. And what I plan to do with it is switch out all the, you know, unhealthy ingredients and make healthy, clean versions of them. So I'll get that out for you guys too. See you later. Say hi.
Not everyone is playing is doing slip and slide stuff. Be on our team. Stop taking videos, however. No. This is no time for videos. Oh, is that these guys. I got my team.
Here we go. Say hi. Yeah, she thinks she's a cat. Say hi, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube.
You have your own cup. Bring it to the table because this is all that's left. What teams are we doing?
So we're gonna do first, second, third, and fourth.
This is Jane.
Snapchat.
It's
What's up?
YouTube.
YouTube. Oh, is this one of your videos?
Yeah.
What's up, Sarah Weber fans?
Did you hear my announcement?
No, what is it?
First, second, and third place. And fourth place. We'll be going first on the slip and slide.
I'm third.
You suck. On the slip and slide. Slip and slide. The slip and slide. The slip and slide. Oh my god. Nice.
I am so excited to get back on track. You guys have no idea. So here's 3 pounds of ground turkey. And here is some cauliflower and broccoli, which I love. That comes with some pine nuts and sauce. And I'm also going to try. Another thing I really wanted to talk to you guys about was what you're drinking. And no, I don't mean just alcoholic beverages. I drink a gallon of water every single day. That's 132 ounces. And that's what I recommend to everyone to make sure all their bodily functions are going the right way. Water is like so good for you. It aids in weight loss. It helps with your body functions. It makes you feel great. And yeah, you do have to go to the bathroom a lot, but like it's so worth it to be able to feel the way that you do. Like I have been drinking a gallon for about 1.5 years now, every day for the most part. I mean, yeah, I've missed a few days here and there. But, and I feel so much better. I feel so energized. And I've actually had some of my friends tell me that I look hydrated. And they said that's a very good thing and that my skin glows more than, you know, it used to. It just does so many good things. So if you guys can, at least get 65 ounces in. But if you can, try to get a whole gallon and even work your way up to it. Stop drinking soda. Stop drinking Gatorade. Gatorade has, I think, like 32 grams of sugar per serving or something crazy like that in it, and there's more than 1 serving in each bottle. So ew, it's like just as bad as drinking soda. Stop drinking alcohol, and if you're gonna drink alcohol, drink vodka water, vodka and tonic water with like lime and lemon. Don't drink all this sugary crap. It's just so bad for you. And the thing that people don't understand about alcohol is, yes, it's high in calories, but that's not the only reason it makes you gain weight. The reason alcohol mainly makes you gain weight is because of the way it metabolizes in your body. So say you're at the gym, you're lifting weights, when you're built, the more muscle you have, the more fat you're burning all the time. It's just the way your body works. When you drink alcohol, whether it's 1 drink, 5, 10, whatever, the way that alcohol metabolizes in your body, it stops you from burning fat for up to 72 hours. So say you're drinking 2 times a week, that's putting you back, 6 days. Say you're drinking 3 times a week, that's putting you back. It's just not even worth it. It's just you're taking 100 steps backwards just to go out and drink. And yes, we're all human. We're all gonna want to go out and drink with our friends. Just keep it minimal. You don't have to go out every single weekend, 2-3 nights a week drinking. I mean, go out once a month, and then it's more exciting that way anyway. When it comes to drinking your coffee in the morning, I actually have my yerba mate right here. It does have caffeine in it, but it's better for you than coffee is. It doesn't have as much caffeine in it. But a lot of people, you're drinking your coffees in the morning and you're putting sugar in it and you're putting cream in it, and you're just like, it's making you gain weight. So what I suggest is you can still do that stuff, but just swap it out. Like if you want to, I drink my coffee black because it actually burns calories that way. Coffee is only 1 calorie per cup. So if you're drinking it the way it speeds up your metabolism, it's actually burning calories if you don't add anything in it. But if you do feel like it's necessary for you to add it in, because let's face it, coffee's gross. I know a lot of people won't agree with me, but I think it's disgusting. But put unsweetened almond milk in it as your creamer and throw in some coconut sugar. You can buy coconut sugar at like any health food store, and it's gonna, you know, sweeten it up the same, and it's just better for you. So just like, why not do it that way? Another thing I want to talk to you guys about, and I'll get more into this in a different video, but I did want to talk to you guys a little bit about food labels, and I'll do a whole video on that stuff later on. But when you're seeing, you know, something as sugar-free or fat-free or reduced fat even, or calorie-free, it's not that, you know, it is all of those things. They're just putting different chemicals in it so it tastes the same, but taking out some other ingredients. So but the chemicals they're putting in are actually worse for your body than the original ingredients. So if you're going to eat something bad, you should just eat the regular version of it. More or less, there's really nothing that's calorie-free. If something's calorie-free, it would just be air or water. So really think about that. It doesn't really make sense. So if they're not putting calories in it, then they're just putting chemicals in it. So, I mean, calories are just a unit of energy. It's just used so you have energy. So don't be scared of calories. Calories are not the enemy. Calories are good. I eat about 2,500 of them a day. And I'm also gonna go do a whole other video on swaps and recipes. I made my Girl Scout Thin Mint little crunch bars last night. And here you use, you know, all the ingredients I'm showing you. And this is like a version of like how you swap things out. So, you know, when I use flour, instead of using, you know, regular flour, I grind up oats and use oat flour. So that's, you know, really high in fiber. It's really good for you, and it's usually a pretty good base for different recipes. And then what else is in normal recipes? There's sugar. So it depends whether you want to use like a granulated sugar or like a liquid sugar. But you can use coconut sugar, you can use coconut nectar, you can use honey. Some people use agave. I don't use that anymore. I used to cook with agave, but I read a lot of bad things about it, so I stick to coconut nectar now. And that seems to sweeten up my stuff really good. I actually don't need as much of it as I would with another sweetener, so that's good. Butter, you can swap out for coconut oil. There's just so many different things. If you guys have any recipes you want converted, or you have any questions about swapping things, just, you know, write in the comments and I'll let you guys know. Tried to make this video as basic as possible. I'm not sure if I hit all the good spots for you guys, so just let me know if you have any more questions. I'll definitely be doing more of these. I'll talk to you guys more about different ingredients you find on food labels, on different recipes, on, you know, anything you guys want. So that's all for now. I hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend. I know I did with my friends and family. Field day was really fun. But now I'm actually sitting outside work and I actually have to go in. So I'm gonna drink my mate and get to work. So have a good day, you guys.